Join us and discover beautiful beaches, rugged landscapes, pretty towns, desolate mountain ranges that sweep down to stunning lakes, unique architecture, history and folklore, no shamrocks, no shillelaghs, and definitely no shenanigans, just naked Ireland. Today's visit is very special. You may remember a while back I took a walk around the town of Dingle in County Kerry. Well, on that occasion I passed this beautiful little pub in Strand Street and couldn't resist nipping in for a couple of pints. Now, you'll have already assumed that Bob Griffin's pub is owned, or at least once was owned, by a guy called Bob Griffin. Wrong. In fact, Bob Griffin was a lady who I presume was called Roberta Griffin, whose maiden name was Devane, and who married fisherman Poggin Griffin. And I think it's fair to say that there's a tradition of women running pubs in Ireland. There are many pubs up and down the country with women's names above the door, and it's obvious that if her husband Patrick was a fisherman, that he could be of limited use behind the bar. The bar first opened in 1937 and is typical of old Dingle pubs close to the quay, in that it would have had its bar in the front, as you can see here, and a fish curing business at the back. So back in the day you could have bought yourself a pint and a nice piece of mackerel. What a lovely combination. The space out the back today serves as a lovely terraced area in the good weather. But the entire quirkiness of this pub is completely intact, from this low doorway to the old and new equipment sitting unashamedly side by side. Now, this old phone you might think has been pulled out of an antique shop, but actually I remember using old phones like this in Irish pubs when I was very young. So this pub was entirely restored and reopened in 2019. Fortunately, it had previously escaped the trend of the 70s and 80s for pub modernisation. Bob Griffin had retired at the age of 80 in the very early 2000s, and more recently the pub was bought by Ricky and Dawn Keane. But thankfully their approach to the pub's rebirth was more about preservation than simply to refit the place. This meant that everything you see had to be taken down and numbered so that it could be placed back in its position after extensive works were carried out to bring the place up to standards. This entailed numbering each removed item so that when it was reinstalled, the bar would appear not to have changed at all. There's a real beauty about this wee place, and I think its beauty is enhanced by the fact that it's a living, working pub and not simply a museum piece. Laughter, jokes, songs can still be heard in here in the evenings, as in bygone years. And the pictures on the wall tell a story of the people and of the land on this Dingle Peninsula, going back to a time when it wasn't tourism that sustained it, but back-breaking work in the fields or out on the sea. Such is the restoration here that all the patina is preserved. This is a finish that for most people would have been ready for a fresh sand and a coat of gloss paint, but not here. While we admire the paint layers that reveal the years as a clock tells the time, please like the video if it's been informative or interesting, and please don't forget to subscribe. Really, subscription helps so much. Something to do with an algorithm. All I know is that if you subscribe, good things will happen to both of us. The channel will continue to grow and you'll get more naked art and suggestions in your feed, which is good. Hit the bell icon too to get a notification of my weekly video releases. I'm guessing that even this thoroughly unfashionable ornament has always sat here. And the ship, propped up by stones. And you'll notice the old light switches on the wall there too. so the place has obviously been rewired and put back with the old fittings. Some more recent soccer paraphernalia on the wall there. And while this isn't an original article from the old pub, it's important that a pub like this continues to reflect the interests of its current patrons. Just as I imagine they've a few new beers installed in here since Bob Griffin's time, so that the pub can offer its customers some of the selection that's available in other pubs today, albeit the days of washing down some fresh mackerel are over. But I hope you've enjoyed this little look at this quaint old pub. Good to get to do it during the day when it's empty too, so that we can properly see the place, though I'm certain the crack is 90 here in the evenings. If you really like this film, you can buy me a pint to donate to Naked Ireland. See the link in the donation page in the second paragraph of the description below the video. All donations are very welcome. So that's it for me now. I'm heading back out into this beautiful town, but I'll see you all very soon in the next Naked Ireland video.